Libra, welcome to your Astroflower reading. We're going to be going into your chakras and your aura, and also doing a tarot reading at the end. We will be pulling some few cards on your chakras and see what's going on, because there's loads of changes at this month. This is Magical March, and we've done the reading for Magical March, collective reading, but also your individual reading, which you'll find on this channel. So there's loads going on at the moment, and there's certainly loads going on in the chakras. Let's just sort of connect. And there we go. Let's start moving into your chakras, and let's just see what the overall sensation is going here. You're on a plan. You've understood something that needs to be completed, that has to do with your fundamental position in life. And this could be to do with your finances or your relationship. It may be a case like within a relationship that, you may well love the person, but it may be just a case of saying this could not continue like this. Or it could be within your sort of finances and sort of saying, I need to have X or this amount of money, or I need to get this job or progress in this way. And there seems to be like a real plan of action that you seem to have got on now. And I would encourage that to flow through you as a natural sort of weight or foundation that gives you reason for you in life and etc. So let's just see what's going on in your sacrum. Okay, so that's really getting nicely filled. I've seen it a lot on a lot of the chakras, in particular signs, probably around about 4 now. You're certainly not the most filled sacrums, because there's some signs have had really big sort of sacrum chakras, but this is it's pulling on a lot of energy basically. And I think this is a self-realization of the desires that you want. If I'm earning this amount, then therefore I can do this, etc., etc. And there seems to be things that possibilities are now coming back up on the table for you. Let's just see what's going on your, and it is balanced between the work and play ethic as well. So there is there is a healthy aspect of sort of saying, I want to work, earn my money, so that I can do these things in order for me to play. Let's just see what's going on in your solar plexus. It's all about the here and now. It's all about in each day. It's all about the Queen of Wands. It's here and now. It's concentrating on one passion after the other, rather than trying to concentrate on all the passions at the same time. This is a change of a way of doing things in a way for you. It's very much more sort of earth energy of trying to sort of get you into like a groove of a plow, and getting you in that line and getting you going places and doing things. And I think that's more the essence that's coming through you than anything else. And in order to go and do things and go places and explore things with relationships or with your job and etc., it just means you've got to toe a certain line within yourself. And that solar plexus there is keeping you on that line. It's very well formed, very precise as well, with a lot of activity at the top there at the moment, which is all in the here and now basically, hence the Queen of Wands sort of scenario. Let's just see what's going on your heart chakra. And this could be to do, okay, so the heart chakra here is we're coming back to the idea of realizing what you want to do. You're realizing your heart's desires, getting that focal point of where you want to go. And within your heart chakra, it's almost like it's pulling you like this in front of you, and you're just kind of like, and you're going gradually towards it, whether you like it or not. And I would follow it, and it may not necessarily be the route that you thought you were going to be taking, but as you take that route, you've got to stick to it. And that's the thing that's coming through here, coming through there. Let's just see what's going on in your third eye and your throat chakra. It's taking a step up as well, applying your logic, which you have a superb mental air energy, within you, Libra. I'm really good at filtering things and seeing everything from different angles, and just observing the logic of the world that is around you. Communication seems good because your throat chakra is large as well, so that's going to encourage sort of logical, calm conversations with people, very productive conversations as well. But there's an excitement about the possibilities of tomorrow. That's what it's doing, and it's almost like a child in the sweet shop, looking around, realizing you've got X amount of money to spend on sweets, and you're looking around the sweet shop and kind of going, I could get 2 of these, 4 of these, and that sort of thing. It looks really nice, very lovely energy, very beautiful. Let's see what's going on in your crown chakra. Okay, there is a conscious realization that's happening here, and I've also seen this in quite a few signs as well. It's as if, like, if you imagine like an air bubble that's going up through water, and as it comes up through the top, like almost like lava. If you imagine lava, it's easier. It sort of comes up and then, blows up like a bubble, and then it sort of bloop, goes over the side, and that's going to be feeding the consciousness within the rest of your energies. That is primed to start giving if it doesn't give already, and it's going to put in sync your consciousness with the consciousness that is around you, collective consciousness. And when I talk about collective consciousness, this is not just human consciousness. This is also to do with trees, animals, planets, solar systems, humans, the whole kit caboodle that goes along with it. And it's bringing up a sort of rhythm that sort of a rhythm that is it's calypso. It's really helping you sort of dance and be happy with life, as it were. And within that sort of dancing aspect of it, you're going to sort of discover, like a child, that there's lots of things to play with, that there is lots of possibilities here, and it's going to open up a whole new aspect, or a whole new view to your life, a whole new avenue of understanding and pleasure within your life. It's really, really nice. Let's have a look what's going on in your aura. So there's things that are coming in the beginning part of the week. I'd say Tuesday or Wednesday. It seems like the confirmation of something within you. It's like a confirmation of, yeah, this is what I want. It's like an assurance, an assurance. So it's assuring you about your going future. Look at that. It is building up a lot of confidence in you to go places. And yeah, there is this, and it is mixing it up with other people, and it's that childlike energy. It's moving from one thing to another, and it's all about you. It's coming from within you. This is that's happening through that aura at the moment. Really nice energy there within the Tuesday and the Wednesday. So if you can be attentive to how you feel that sort of confidence that builds up in you, then therefore you can reproduce it over time as well. Let's just see if there's anything else going on up here. There is something towards the end of the week as well. This is much sharper. It's much sharper. It's almost as if you, with this confidence that is bringing up within you, it's like you can fight back. You know how to hold your ground in a way against others that maybe they're poking fun at you, or just being a pain in the backside, a right or royal pain in the backside. Yeah, you're going to fall in love with it, and it's going to, with you, as it were. That's what I'm saying. And with that sort of confidence, it's going to build up healthy boundaries, because you love your life, I think, and you're not willing to let it go. You're going to see things, you're going to see yourself in a different sort of sense. That's the sort of flow that's coming through at the end of the week there. Very nice energies that are coming through your aura. And this is what comes on for that overflowing of the consciousness out of the crown chakra that comes into your aura. This is what I mean about things as they come over, and it drips through and connects you to that consciousness that is around you. Everything is feeding towards your heart's desires. So I would really follow your heart at the moment. There's nothing untoward upon your aura, as I can see at the moment. And I think this is a going case because everyone's concentrating on what they're doing. They haven't got time to sort of for tit for tat, as it were, you know, and it seems a lot less these days. There's been a few signs that have had it, but over the last sort of 2-3 weeks, there hasn't really been any sort of tit for tat stuff, simply because I think everyone's concentrating on where we're going, you know. Let's just go into your tarot reading now. So this is the overall energies. These are the karmic paths, the relationship side and material side. This is how the universe sort of influences you. This is how your guides are trying to influence your karmic path. This is how the guides are trying to influence the conversation within you. And this is the overall outcome. So let's just see what's going on here and see if we can get some more nuggets of information for you at the moment. This is that childlike energy of manifesting things. You're very good at manifesting things. You know that, Libra. You know that sometimes when you say something, it instantly happens. Maybe it's learning how to channel that manifestation into your own life, or realizing how you're doing it without realizing how you're doing it. So giving a little bit of structure to what you're doing, and it's towing that line, manifesting that future. That's what it's all about. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, this is on the relationship side. So you might be taking a break from relationships. It's not that you're not seeing anyone. I don't think that at all. I think it's more a case of you're just taking time out and not putting any pressure on anything. You know, it might have been that you've been through a difficult relationship over the past, and it's the time to get over that, get back on the horse and get back out there, possibly. You know, yeah, I think it is, because we get the Three of Cups that are coming in. We saw this earlier on with the Three of Cups there, and this is how the universe is trying to influence you here. They're really telling you to get back on the horse here, in regards to emotionally connecting with people or with a person. Yeah, it could be more with people than with a person. Okay, so the guides here are, you know, are the guides trying to fight with you, or are they trying to fight with other people? Not sure. I don't think they are, actually. I didn't feel anything like that at all within your energies. I think this is more of a case of a learning curve and the assurance that you have within you. This learning curve is learning about being the best example of yourself. And this is how your guides are trying to do that. They're trying to help you reach that flame there yourself, that passion that is within you, your heart's desires, and following it on that way. That was the Nine of Wands that wanted to pop out as well. And that's part of doing it, finding out those triggers that bring you down. So then therefore they become your healthy boundaries. You no longer then keep shooting yourself in the foot, because you're very good at that, sort of, Libra. It's got to be said. Yeah, it's time to dream. As I said, you know, you've got this, you know, childlike energy. It's a Page of Cups. Learning about the possibilities. There seems to be a lot of possibilities for you at the moment. Say goodbye to the past. That's what you've got to do, and move forward in this magical march. So within your relationships, I think you're going to be sort of like just sitting there kind of going, oh, that could be possible with that person there. Oh, wow. Or I could possibly do that with my partner. You know, we could go and visit this place, have a weekend away or whatever. It's just exploring the possibilities basically at the moment, almost dreaming. And as you do, you're going to start manifesting it. And those dreams will come true if you sort of really put your heart into it. And then we have on the financial side, and this is where I think this is where most of your attention was going. When I was looking at your chakras earlier on, I did say finances rather than foundation when I was talking about your root chakra. And it gave me the hint that we were talking about finances. It's coming out of the cold and into the warm again. I think this is a case where your finances are going to take a really good sort of turn if you follow your passions in life and what makes you feel passionate about life. The moment, it just came out anyway. That was at the bottom of the deck earlier on. It's just absolutely, yeah, right. So don't hold on too tightly. Yeah, I think this is a case of being wise of how you spend your money, basically. Be wise in how you spend your money. Those possibilities are there is because maybe you're taking care of your finances as well. I think that's more of a way where the universe is sort of saying, let's take care of the finances in the world at the moment. Yeah, so I think the universe is encouraging you to do that. Not necessarily to spend willy-nilly, basically. I don't think it's a case of holding on to things too tightly. I just think it's a case of you need to build up a bit of assurance within you, yeah? And that page of wands, so that's that childish energy that comes out again of learning and expressing and exploring and getting out of those ruts that you've been in the past, basically. So we got 2 pages on the table now. We got 2 4s on the table. This should be interesting to see what comes out of the rest. If we get a 5, a 3, or an ace, we're on to 2 doubles, 3 doubles there. But this is where your guides are trying to encourage that sort of childlike and experimental sort of thing, to be trying out those possibilities that are around you. Oh, we've gone for 4 4s. So this is concrete, foundational, and that was showing at the bottom of the deck earlier on. Looking back over, and I think this ties into the 9 of Wands that came out earlier on. That 4 of Cups is basically looking back to sort of say, remembering, I don't want to go back to that. And this is where the 4 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles is where you sort of like being wise of how you spend your money, basically. Follow your heart, yes, explore it and look at all the possibilities, but don't necessarily start spending willy-nilly. Don't start throwing your emotions about. Start manifesting it around you so it actually comes into you rather than you going out to it. Let's just see what the overall outcome is for you. A fair exchange. Also, it's, the 6 of Pentacles is investing in an aspect of your life more than investing in another. And this is its fair exchange, keeping stuff for things that deserve investment, basically. That's what the fair exchange is all about. I think I need to get a little bit more out of those 6 of Pentacles just to see where we're going on that. And I also like to have a look at what the Ace of Cups is about. Where's that moving to? Well, this is it, moving to abundance. And this is the insurance, the assurance that I was talking about. I'm talking about insurance and assurance. It's quite mad. So this is the assurance that I'm talking about here. And it needs to be, it's driving towards abundance. And I think abundance within your relationship side and fun and happiness. And all of a sudden, I think you're going to have a real, in the next couple of weeks, because you understand that logic, you're building up to a real glow up moment within your life around you. Let's just see what comes out of that. Death and rebirth. Moving on to something else. Having the wind at your back. Saying goodbye to the old. And this is what this is all about as well. It's finally feeling that assurance that is within you. I want to find out what's going on with this karmic message with your heart. So, King of Swords, it's a judgment of how you do things and being very clinical in your application of it, of going towards your pleasures. We've got the Queen of Pentacles again. When did that came out earlier on, didn't it? It's that assurance all about and being clinical of following your heart's desires in order to get it. And the Empress. You couldn't really get any better than that as a combination on that heart's desires there. Insurance, I keep saying insurance. You might have something wrong with your insurance. Have a look at that, okay? The assurance that you are building up through your passions of what you do, it's almost going to be accumulating without you realizing it. And because you're going to be enjoying what you do on your material front. And I would follow it if I was you, because you can manifest a whole new aspect and way of living. Okay, There you go, Libra. Thank you very much for being with us and supporting this channel, unlike YouTube. So yeah, really do enjoy you being here. Don't forget, I've got that thing coming out on the Sunday night, and life should be fun, so please do enjoy.